Hello everybody, this is Moses from Zaatar Gardens, and today we're going to be talking about an update on my Cherimoya tree, which is behind the pear tree right here. Beautiful little tree, a little history on it very quickly. I've been trying to grow Cherimoya for about 4 years now. I started with the El Bumpo, then I moved over to a Chaffee. El Bumpo died at 36 degrees, the variety. Then I moved over to Chaffee, which can withstand the cold. It was planted over here where Sweet 16 apple was. And there's Lulik, or Lulu. I call her Lulik. Lolig in Armenian is tomato. Lolik! Whatever. I guess she goes after tomato. The Chaffee and the El Bumpo were here. El Bumpo died. Chaffee was a champ. All the way down to like 29, almost 30. You could see a little bit, because it's brand new in the ground, it kind of had a little damage, but it lasted. And then we like in March or early April, I think, we had a 26 degree or 27 degree drop in temperature, like a really late frost. That was it. It was amazing. All the way down just started black, just started going down the tree and all the way to the graft union, dead, but the roots were alive. So I dug up the roots of the Cherimoya, the rootstock, and last year, and I planted it here. So this is over a year of growth in this spot. So keep in mind, when you're seeing this tree is not that big, it went through a lot of a big heavy transplant shock, although I did it when it was dormant. So I'm going to show you some cool updates on this tree. Right here, what's interesting to me, and it did it last time too, is that the lower you go on the tree, the smaller the leaves are, but the higher you go on the tree, the bigger the new leaves are, as you can see. Look how big they are. It's backwards, same as the right over here with just the little arms you see going back and forth. That's a jujube, a leaf variety. The big leaves will be on the top and the small leaves will be on the bottom. It's pretty interesting stuff. If you don't grow Cherimoya, I would recommend it. If you live in zone 7, you could probably grow it in a potted plant, or as a potted plant, bring it in the winter. Anything below that, I don't think you have a warm enough season to and long enough to get really vigorous growth, because this really grows fast. Once we get warm, because we're still in the 60s here, once in Central California, zone 9B, once this gets warm, this is going to grow. What did it do last year? Now remember, a transplant shock, and last year it grew almost 6 feet. It grew like, I don't know, well, I'm 6 feet, so somewhere right around here, and I had to chop it all the way back to here. So I chopped 3 feet off. So this plant, if that's 4, I would say this is going to be 10 feet tall hopefully this year. I don't see any flowers yet. I would, like I said, if you can grow it, I would, because this is one of the most expensive plants, or excuse me, one of the most expensive fruits you can buy. If you could find it fresh. There's the Zaatar in the background. Isn't that pretty? Right here, that view. Let me focus in. There we go. If you could find it fresh, who knows what the price would be? But if you find it in the store, you're gonna look at around $10 a pound. Maybe you could find it at $6, but it won't be that good. Good ones, $10 a pound, and some of them can be almost 2 pounds. So yes, $20 for one fruit. That's why I planted one. I really do love this tree. It's a great conversation starter too, because a lot of people like Cherimoyas, but they've never seen a Cherimoya tree before. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on it. This is from last year, of course. During the winter, it didn't even defoliate all the way. This is last year's growth. So this rootstock is tough. This is last year's leaves. During the winter, did not defoliate. So the rootstock, I don't know what the rootstock is. So the rootstock of this Cherimoya is amazing. And later on, you know, I'm not going to grow a El Bumpo again, but I really want that chaffee. Chaffee, I've tasted a chaffee before, and it tastes like strawberry, mango, and lemon. Really heavy on the lemon, but strawberry and mango. El Bumpo, I've tasted it before. A humongous fruit. It's huge, the size of your head almost, with bumps on it. It's not indented bumps, it's like protruding bumps. It tasted like cotton candy. El Bumpo tasted like cotton candy with strawberry and mango and banana, all different types of flavors. It's really, really dynamic. I can see why so many people run for it. Another cool thing about Cherimoya, it can rank 32 on the bricks. It depends on the variety and where you grow it, of course, but it can rank all the way max for sweetness. All right, everybody. Happy gardening.